All right. And then live. Okay. So let's see how this goes. Ooh. Hello there, you. I see that I have one person that has joined. It's kind of chilly here today, though the sun is out, but in this room it's drafty, so I'm going to warm myself up. Let's see. 2 of you joined. Thank you so much. Feel free to lurk, obviously. Or if you do have a question, if you have like personal or public, just one, you can think about that. And if you want to ask it, and I'll read on it. I'll try to. I cannot guarantee everything. Surprise. So thank you for joining me. I'll be back. I thought I had myself situated here, but obviously not quite. Not quite. Supposed to get that done before the camera's rolling, you know? All right. I'm all over the place. Nothing new. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't all over the place. Now my shirt's. Ugh. I am fighting myself. Hello, Mary Lloyd. I have 4 of you here that have joined me for a live. And this is for if you have a personal question, of course, or a public one that's just like public in nature, you know. It can be anything. Hey, Mary, how are you? How you do? Oh, man. I'm trying to get comfy. I'm like a cat. I have to make my nest. And I tried to like keep my voice as much as oh, hi, Sharon. I hope that you have a good doctor's visit and that all is well. Much love to you, dear. I know you can't go like, hey, yeah, you know, but I do that too. It's like you never know how long you're gonna be sitting there, right? So you all know I can't be ashy. I can't stand it. It's force of habit. This one's nice. Smells like orange blossoms. I love that. Hey, JB. Hello. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And thank everyone, even if you're not, you know, if you're just quietly lurking, that's fine too. I hope that your doctor's visit goes well. Yeah. Hi, Mimi. That's what I call that's my youngest daughter's nickname, Mimi. So every time I see it, you know, I get the mom thing going here. Oh, look, Mimi. Di Natale. Hi, Maya. I love that you call yourself. I know. You know, I felt like I like change. And that's one thing that you'll learn about me. It's like I have Pisces rising and moon. Thank God for the Virgo sun, because I don't know how much more of a mess I would possibly be. But I love change. So I felt like the the title, the channel needed it. And my name is challenging for a lot of people to remember, let alone type in. And I just thought, what's simple? And I was sitting there petting bear, and I'm wearing all black, and I'm, and and I got my cards, and I thought, Black Cat Tarot, duh. Hello, Taylin. That's why I'm have to refer to you as it. When you get the kind of mishmash of the names, I'm like, okay, am I going to say this right? Because the weird thing is, and I'm sure you've seen it with other video content creators, where we put the camera on and all of a sudden we don't know how to speak anymore. It's any language, it's embarrassing. It's like, I never pronounce that normally this way or that way. And of course, there's just, I don't know. I don't know why the mind does that. Must be a little stress. No, Taylor, thank you. Well, I just like to tell people, because people struggle with Maya, Maija, because it is an ethnic spelling, and you don't always have a long kind of time to go into why your name is kind of different. People are usually interested, but and that the J is silent, But it's fine. It's a way I can let them know that there are Latvian. There are these things, these people that are called. That didn't mean things. There are these people called Latvians that exist that people didn't know existed. So it's like, hey, yeah, we're here. It's like, really, where? So how are you all doing? All 5 of you, thank you for taking your time to hang out with me. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate you taking your time. It is nice, really nice here today, but there's just enough of kind of this chill that's in off the ocean that makes you have to sit. If you're sitting in the sun, it's fine. But if you're not, your bones are going to ache. It's weird. But it's still beautiful out. So I'm here to throw some cards. And if why Sunday? Are you talking about, Sunday, because that's what works for me. I have to, the days that work for me, if you're asking me. Hi, Robin. I presume that your question is for me. This is always the fun part of trying to handle a stream on one's own. Yeah, it works out better for me. There's certain days I have to set aside for my family and for my own to prepare these things also. So that's why. It's just what works for me personally. I can only answer honestly. And tomorrow night, you guys, I'm going to be joining. I'm really excited to say I'm going to be joining Freebird Tarot for, I think it's All Stars, and that'll be a heck of a lot of fun for a Friday night. So just if you follow Debbie, Freebird, she's so good. I really like her. And Spiritual Growth. Those are 2 of my favorite readers that I never get enough time to watch enough of. And as many others, but I can't wait reading with Debbie. And I'm not quite sure who else, but I'm going with the flow. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So you guys can get a lot of me. You got me here. And then tomorrow night, if you tune in, with Debbie through Debbie's Freebird Tarot, and then Sunday. So busy. Mary Lloyd, I see your question. And so I'm going to answer. And hello, Anne. All right. Thank you, all 9 of you hanging out in here. And I'm going to read. Yes, today is Thursday. I do a live on a Thursday and I do a live on a Sunday. Those because I wanted one live during the week and I wanted one at the weekend, just for balance. And just for like building rapport and getting to know people. And then tomorrow night was just that's just a bonus. That's unusual. I was invited to there was an opening to do a collab, and I was so happy to join because I really enjoy Freebird. Her energy's really, and there's so many on here that are, and that's what's cool. So I will be with her tomorrow. I think it's 7:30 Eastern time when they do it. So I will have to be like 4:30 my time. So yeah, just be on the lookout. I'm going to be busy. I'll sleep. Well, I've been sleeping well anyway, but I'll be a busy lady this week. And so hello, Miss D. And okay, and I see the questions here, so I best hop on it. Mary Lloyd, I'm starting with yours. And will I get married to my partner? All right, let me try and dial in. Let me try and just clear my, my energy. Let's see, where's my... Oh, yeah. I like to use this. Now, I've already used some Palo Santo, but I don't want to smell too bitter. So sometimes I also just clear with rose geranium. It's for me. It's totally a mental thing that makes me feel like, okay, clearing. And I find it pleasant. So, okay. Well, Mary Lloyd, excuse me, get married to their partner. And I appreciate your patience because it does take me a moment or two to kind of shift my energy, if you get my meaning. And some days that's easier than others. And sometimes I just seemingly have no entire control over that, though I do try. So I'm going to try and dial in to Mary Lloyd and her partner. And I'm always asking with gratitude of the Creator and the spiritual mentors to assist me to read accurately and clearly and share what they wish with Mary. Okay, let's see what I get. And I'm using the Illusory deck. You get the 3 of Pentacles. So it looks like there is activity. I feel like, does your partner want to like do some things ahead, like build a little nest bundle for marriage, or for, let's say, before I do that, I want to make sure that I have certain things, because it kind of feels like maybe it's that. Let me just get an extra card here. And I feel like I feel like this person is really wanting to get themselves going in their career, or to push their business, get themselves going. Something, underway. Does that make any sense? I have to roll down here. You guys let me know if there's a troll, because I haven't, I need to do a big decluttering, but I need help with that because I'm disabled. So that'll be fun. Let me just say, I was just checking to make sure I didn't miss any comments from Mary. Okay. So I don't know if there are also issues that come up around getting married that have to do with career or work or education or money. I'm sure money isn't money always in everything, but it seems like there's some fighting with that Knight of Swords. So it can also be that there is maybe more of an impulse as well to, I feel like, save up. Definitely like working to save up. That's like, I'm sorry, just making sure. So, and I get trust. I get the trust, and I do get a proposal here. Quite possibly, because this is the Knight of Cups. So I'm feeling like your partner has been wanting to just get enough money, or get enough, it looks to me like, work going, and perhaps a greater sense of security financially, and just basic. And I'm going to say that I think you definitely could be looking at an engagement. And I'm saying that because I read in pairs, and I got the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So you could, and this makes me feel with the Ace of, gotta remember, it's always reversed what I think it is on camera. This Ace makes me feel like there is time yet. To save and work up for this event, and to think about it, to take your time with it, so that you're not overly stressed, and that you can, I feel like, make it a pleasant thing and not a stressed thing. Trust me, it's very stressful. I don't know if you've been married before, but it can be very stressful, and it's best just to relax. I think that they will. Miser, 4, and then 3 of Swords. I feel that there may be some issues with the money stuff, and maybe some control issue about how they want to do it, that you can butt some real serious heads with. But, if you can get past, and I think if it's meant to be, you definitely will. I just feel like your partner is more cautious, and is wanting to try to do what they need to do in order to feel secure before they make that proposal. Literally, because I do see they want to do it, but it's a matter of trust, and a matter of, dealing with all those fears. I do, and past heartbreaks, and kind of like, it's getting past those fears. But I believe that they will, because I also get the Page of Pentacles, which means gonna try it, just gonna do it. And the Star. So I think it's meant to be. All right. Sometimes I want to say I'm going to tell them only 4 cards, but I needed more. So yes, I do feel that you will get married and marry Lloyd. All right, let me just see now. Thank you so much, Mimi. All right, I just want to make sure who came after Mary's question. Okay, we have Anne. All right. Okay, here we go. Now we're back on track. And again, my apologies if YouTube is eating any comments, sometimes that happens. My apologies. Please just be persistent. It's been a bit buggy. It's been a little bit better as of late, not, but I don't want to tempt fate. So just be persistent. Remember, persistence is the name of the game in this algorithm. And hello to all 12 of you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really grateful for your time and just your vibe hanging out here. And it's cool. You can lurk. You don't have to, come forward. All right. Now I'm going to switch over. And Talon, do you see prosperity, abundance, and more grandchildren? Last 2 sons in near future. Okay. That's a good question. You want more grandbabies. That's cute. My grandbaby, and I'm good with it because my kids are opting. They are not interested, but mine is Bear. Wait, let's just take a looky here at Talon. I'm going to kind of dial into you. I'm going to attempt to. Is there abundance, health? I'm doing the telepathy because English has such crap. I shouldn't crap all over the English language. It's just so limiting. There's other bits and pieces of languages I know, and I wish that I was more fluent. I need to work on that. So that's on my list. Sorry. Truck, squirrel, shiny things. Talon, your question. But sometimes that helps me in a weird way. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say to your question about abundance and more grandchildren. Last 2 sons in your future, your near future. Well, let's just see what the universe is going to say. That's all we can do to all that. Okay. This is good. You get the Ace of Pentacles. So there's new things. This to me means new members of the family because this is earthly. And so I see prosperity. This is something that if you understand about the tarot, this is an ace. So it can be built upon. This can, with effort, means that somebody can prosper even more. They can add to it if they want to, but they have that foundation, that basis, that block. It's good. So there's that initiative start, that basic manifestation. So that's good. I get the 3 of Cups celebration. I do feel like this definitely also is heralding more grandchildren. And I think there is comfortable, I think, living arrangement. Um, and I see that you've got definitely creativity coming here around you. Okay. But don't get too obsessed about or worried about scarcity or lack. You don't want that fear to control you because you are the empress. Okay, this really truly. It's really something that we all need to work on, and especially those of us who have gone through parents that were we grew up poor. That there's a change, and and we don't often realize that we have it, but we need to sometimes make sure that we're not acting out of a fear of scarcity. And that's what I'm getting out of this, because there is enough, but you can get obsessed that you don't have enough. So that's my message. All right. I see that. And just to keep working on, I think, the shadow aspects, if you're doing that, where you're releasing with the moon. And every new moon, one thing that is really, it's really truly a powerful time to release and be cognitive about releasing things that we want to change. Like for me, no more excess buying of lipstick unless I need it. Absolutely, which is like not. Hello to everyone. So let's see who is next. And hello to all of you. Hello, Miss D. And of course, Anne. Anne, you're next with the question about the job. I think we've seen this, that it's coming, but let's just take a look. Yes, it will. I hope you all will attend. So Friday, I just cannot. I'm really excited to do that because I like what they're going to be reading about, which is mediumistic stuff. I just love it. Sorry. All right. And from Ireland. I believe there is a job for you. I know it. But let's just have a look. Let me tune in TSC. Okay, I'm asking Spirit, is there a job on the horizon for Anne in Ireland? And not just any Anne, but this Anne that is requesting. All right. I like to make sure, because of the variety of people coming through, that I get a good and shuffle. Okay. I get the Ace of Wands. So, yes, I believe so. And this ace would have the beginning of some activity. And you get Temperance. There, just keep balanced, keep consistent in going out and checking or applying, what have you. Because I see that there's a consistency, it looks like there could be a new start. Okay? And you might feel like you just defeated or like there's so much competition, but Two of Cups, there's someone I think that you're going to come across that you'll just click with. Another woman, I think, Empress. She's older, she's creative and communicative. She's got the Magician and the Empress, and I think your combined energies just click. So let me know about that. All right. Okay. No, I'm sorry. You know, I'll be, well, yeah. My gosh. I'm only in my 50s and it happens. So, you know, it doesn't take much. You turn me around and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Just stop. Um, oh, yeah. I think, you know what? I think, and Palo Santo, that's what I have. I have it here. But the deal is that sometimes, and I do like it, and I do put it down. Like right now, I know I need a bass note of it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Oh gosh, it smells so good. This one's organic, whatever. Anyhow, oh, thank you. I meant to say, if I didn't, Miss Mimi, thank you for that. Oh, Miss D, I didn't see yours. And I will get to yours, Mimi. A garden would be so great. Now you're talking my lingo. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I want to move and have a wonderful garden and a studio where I can paint and shoot my videos in and do my readings. I'm all about that. But I'm going to read on Miss D's question right now. How will going on vacation with my sister and mother turn out? Okay. Well, you saw that I spritzed with the Palo Santo. So I'm asking for some blessings on that trip, as always. May that be a good trip. All right, let me try and dial on in on you, Miss D. I just think of you as like the beautiful perfume that Miss Dior. There's the, I think, blooming or something. Oh my God, it smells so good. And it's so pretty. Okay. How will Miss D's vacation go with her mom and her sister? Will they enjoy their time and everybody, you know, not be at each other's throats if it's like my family? We'll bite at each other a bit, but we love each other. I try not to. It's not my deal, but I'll look in for you. I'm just letting you know that I'm empathetic. All right. Okay. Well, understanding with the Page of Cups. I think there's going to be some new things that you didn't expect. And I think with the Page of Cups being very kind of light and playful is something that where you're going to learn maybe something about them, each one of them, that maybe you didn't really know. Here's the Queen of Wands. So this is a very playful woman. This mannerism belongs to her, up a fire sign. Now I don't know whether your mom or your sister are fire signs or if they have them predominantly in their personality or chart, but we get a very magnetic, sparkly, somebody that's fun. Maybe that's you for all I know. Let me check the comments. Okay. All right. Thank you, Misty. So I see it, and I see the Three of Swords. So there may have been, I wonder if there's been some hurt in the past. Um, and there is strength, but there is enduring this, and maybe going to heal now, going towards healing. I don't know if it's either your sister or your mom or yourself, but it looks like somebody's been through something very difficult, a heartbreak, um, possibly illness. If it's not that, because the Three of Swords can indicate um, illness, but is now gaining strength, regardless of whether it was a heartache or illness. And Six of Pentacles, that looks really good. I think I see a lot of support here, and I see some fun, especially because of this Queen of Wands that's going to be in a very playful, silly mood. And I think it's going to be very healing. Yeah. And the three of you, I think, are going to really enjoy spending time together. I'm sure you might get on each other's nerves here or there, but I think it's going to be really a pleasant experience where you guys enjoy that time together. And you'll probably be ready for your time uh, alone afterward. But I think you'll have a good time. It'll go okay. I don't see anything other than having an interesting time getting through it. I think it'll be all right. So I'm going to move on to Mimi's question, which was, will I be able to set up my garden soon? And thank you guys so much who are being patient. It's just me in here, tap dancing, so to speak, reading as fast, quote unquote, as I can within reason. And so if I don't catch you guys, just keep letting me know until I find someone I can put down as a moderator that's going to be here. So I want to focus in on Mimi's question about her garden. Will she be able to set up her garden soon? Will Mimi be able to set up her garden soon? Okay. All right. I still feel like this deck, it's sticking a little bit, and that's why I just don't. Maybe I should sell some. I do have another one. All right, give it one more go with you, deck, and then I might grab my other little Lenormand style. Okay. Will Mimi be able to set up her garden soon? Ace of Swords, yes. I think once there is clarity, there's a need for clarity to know, I think, exactly how things are going to fit, or this is one of those kinds of cards that it's clarity, but you would want to, I just feel like, be mindful. And it does show Five of Pentacles, where it's odd enough because it's like outside, and I feel like it hasn't been neglected or something. it needs some love shown to it, I guess. And the changes, yes, they are coming. There's a catalyst coming to begin your changes that you've wanted to or needed to. Yes, adventures here too with the so yes, you will be able to set up your garden soon. It's coming. There's going to be some juggling of details, but I see you're getting clearer on it, and I see the card of activation. So yes. Okay. Alrighty. And I am going to go now to Robin E. First, though, guys, sip of coffee. Will my adult son ever be able to conquer mental health issues and live on his own? Okay. Ugh, I needed that. Okay. I'm just wondering if I want to use this deck because it's sometimes I can already sense. Okay. I feel like using the manga deck. All right. So I'm going to look at Robin's question regarding her son and his unfortunate mental health issues. And will he be able to find a way to be independent or more independent so he could live on his own? So I'm asking the Creator and my spiritual mentors to assist me to read accurately and clearly. Is there a means for her son to get help so that he could live in a independent manner, but almost like assisted living? I wonder, like, so in case there was an issue, but let's just see. So I want to see, will her son, Robin E's son, become more independent and live on his own? Be able to? Will he do that? Okay. And thank you for your donations. I will get to that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Taylor. Justice. Okay. You get justice. And you get the King of Swords. Now, I don't know if your son is like an air sign or is an air sign, but this is the card of mental, faculty. So, and justice. So it looks to me like one way or another, he, I think, will be getting it balanced, because that is balance, justice. The world, it might take him a while, but he's on, it sounds like to me, track or tracking to do so. Feel good about saying that. And yes, I see the depression here with the 5 of Cups, and it's significant darkness. I think it's something, that he will always have to deal with in his life, but I see him finding a way, which is very, I'm glad to see, with the Justice card, of dealing with it. So I do see that he will eventually come around to better management of it. Yes. and I see the moon and there's celebration. I just want to make sure it's not like, like a proper celebration of like, good, now you're dealing with that. Well, yes, no, it's good. And I see him getting stronger. And with the four of pentacles, more orderly, more grounded. So I think in time he will. That definitely looked like it to me in the cards. He just might, need to experience a few more things, but I see him going toward that. Sorry, you guys, like I've said, have to have the lip gloss. Meh. So I hope that was helpful. All right. And never, never thank you. I hope everyone's having a great day too. Okay. Let's see what here is Lady Gaga, my Earth Mother. And will I ever get to see her in person? I've seen her live in a concert, and she was amazing. That woman has chops. That girl has chops. Dancing. I mean, it's like, seriously? Well, let's see if I'll ask if you'll ever get to see her in person. Okay. No worries, Ann. Just rolling back, trying to get through the comments. Hello to everybody. And I see that there's more comments. Okay, I will get to them. I just got to find out where I'm at. All right. All right. All right, Chromatica, I'm reading your request. All right. Will you ever meet Lady Gaga in person? In personas. In personas. Yeah, I will do a follow-up reading on Britney Spears' conservatorship soon, because I did do a reading on her initially and I do see things going her way. I can tell you that much. But I want to do come back to it. Hello, Inquisitive Sheila. Why do I always call you that? Sheila. Inquisitive Tarot. I'm bouncing all over the place. Yeah, Pisces, yeah, you know what? He could, there's a troll alert. Oh, I see them. Mm-hmm. Oh, what a party pooper. They have been blocked. All right. Let me see. Thank you. I appreciate your compliments. Thank you very much. Now, let's see. Will Chromatica ever get to see Lady Gaga? See her in person? Will Chromatica get to see Lady Gaga in person? Why not? I've seen the Queen. If I could see the Queen, and I've seen Gaga when she was on stage, I certainly bet that you could too. Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I get that as a yes. And you might have to travel a little bit. There's just a little bit of a wangle, it looks like, to get there, but looks like you do it maybe in getting the tickets or something. It's a little, but I also feel like you're probably going to the nearest arena, that kind of thing. I feel like it could be a show. And there's the Knight of Cups. Are you the Knight of Cups? Chromatica Rebel. Just curious. Very good with communication, because it looks like, go out there and stand out in the crowd for sure. Why not? So I see that you could definitely go and make a sign, get all dressed up and communicate and have a great time. I get the Queen of Swords. My glasses are like, and the Knight of Coins. She might notice. All right. All right. On to the next one. I think it's Never Never. Yes. Oh, greeter, thank you so much. Is it all right? Oh, yeah. Thank you for coming in, love. And don't forget, I've just made some new merch. If you want a t-shirt, send me your size, email it to me, greeter, and I pay you. I am poor, so I pay you in a t-shirt. Limited couture. So let's see. So I'm sorry. Come on, Maya. Get it together. Oh my God. All right. Now I know. Okay, here it was. Yes, this was. Okay. Will I be successful as a cattle farmer, or should I stick to my computer nerd career? Well, let's take a look. This is for Never Never. Maybe it's alpacas. You never know. Let's see. Never Never wants to know if they'll be successful as a cattle farmer, or should they just stick with computer nerd career, tech, and computer stuff, because that's how deep I know about that. Well, I'm getting something that puts you more out in public and where you're communicating with people. That's what I get here. This is in the public sector. So that doesn't sound like, I don't know. Ace of Swords is clarity, definitely. Bringing something into the public sector. And there's clarity with this Ace of Swords. Now this is, I don't know if you've made this, how you make that available. Empress, you'll do well because you know how to use nostalgia. There's something about nostalgia. I don't know how that makes sense to your reading about, cattle or computer, but I get wands, and that's fire. E. So I'm feeling that there's bank with the Empress. There's just not wanting to, I see there's not wanting to be in financial uh, hardship. And there's a decision there. So I think that once you make a decision with this, you're going to feel a hell of a lot better. But I tend to think with the Empress God, though, it could, that's very much agricultural. Ace of Coins, King of Coins. And again, that's very earthy, but it can also be money. I think you need to go with, at this point, you will be successful. I don't see you not being successful, but there's a choice. If something isn't successful right now, it's good to make a choice. It's good to make an alternative choice. And I see that you will make the choice that's in favor of abundance. So whether that abundance is more coin or has to do with actual agriculture, I'm not sure, but you'll know. The Sun. Maybe it's a bit of both. I tend to think you're going to do a little bit of both. Just kind of came in like that because it was like, I don't know that there's just one. I kind of see this here. So it could be that you'll still be using some of those skills. I hope that makes sense to you. All right. Because I don't think you're ever going to shake the nerd skill, the nerd computer stuff. I don't think that's ever going to go away. I think that's always going to be called upon. All right, JR is next. I want to know if the reason I am not losing weight is because of an underlying medical issue. If not, then what do you see? Okay, JR, let's take a look. And hello to everyone who's hanging out and being ever so patient. I really appreciate it. Is there another troll? Okay, let me know if there is. I thought I took care of them. I think that actually your idea that way makes sense to what I was seeing, never, never. And that's why I thought it looks like it's not just farming, it looks like it's business and that. So I thought, I'm going to green light that. I think that that looks really good, lucrative. Like you would, of course, would have your learning curve, but I think you would find it, you know, worthwhile. I give it a 2 thumbs up. I really, really do. And I wouldn't say that because I know I'm encouraging someone to do something but the cards, they're strong. I can only say if it were me, I would do it. You probably are the Knight of Cups, yes. And I think maybe in particular with her, there's because the whole artist and I see you going. So, you just make sure that you're thinking about what you're going to wear and making your signs, because she is wonderful. She's so an incredible performer. She's actually one of the best performers that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of different performers. Um, Patty D'Agostino. Let me see. Let me roll back. Oh, baby, did I miss you? Hello, I'm the few people that can't be vaccinated because of serious allergies reaction to a lot of drugs in the vaccine. Will I be able to do and go anywhere with a vaccine medical exemption form? Well, I'm sure if you have any kind of legitimate form from a doctor that says that you have a reason why you cannot wear a mask out, if you've got that, then there shouldn't be a problem. Otherwise, it kind of sounds like you're trolling. And I'm going to give you just that much, because that's a very trolly question. And I hope I haven't misguessed that, but it's just when they say that vaccine medical exemption form, I get a little uncomfortable. And I hope that you will understand, because I get all kinds of trolls. I get people calling me everything here. But I will look. And I will see. I can only tell you that straight up, as someone who has a disability, by the way, I'm legitimately, truly disabled. If you have paperwork on you that says this person, some notification, then that's good enough. But this is often what is shown that people do at my daughter's 7-Eleven, and it's not kosher. I would say that you're going to need to make and consider doing alternative things if you have this kind of an issue. Okay, I'm going on to the next. Right. Yeah, always still wear a mask, because, people find that people in Asia and other places do it all the time. It's safer for you because, you know what? People don't have good manners. If they cough, they're all over the place. And I think that if you get something from a doctor, I'm sure if there's some legitimate form of that, then you better have it, just like a parking placard for the handicapped. I missed you, JR. I'll get to you. All right, let me get to JR. Don't cry. These things, sometimes I miss them. So let's see. JR, wait. Okay, so you said hello there. What was your question, JR? wanting to make sure. Oh, share was amazing. Okay, I didn't see your question, JR. Can you please repost it to me, because I must have missed it. Hello, Leslie. I don't see JR's question. All right, I'm gonna go real carefully, really careful. And just to say, it again, to Chromatica's Rebel, I do see Brittany getting her back in control of her own life. I do. I feel like she will do that. And Sugar Doll, I'm not quite sure I got that. Okay, all right. Yeah, you know what? JR, all I see from you is Hello Greeter TK. Oh, here it is. The medical issue. I'm so sorry. I told Joe's I'm a little flaky today. Sorry. Dialing in, okay? All right. So, does JR have an underlying medical issue contributing to the weight loss problem, like a metabolism issue or something? Let's take a look and see what we get, but I really want to focus in. Okay. Does JR have an underlying medical issue? Page of Coins. Okay. And I'm going to say yes with the Five of Cups. I mean, not cups, pentacles. Oh. There. For a minute, I lost my screen. Okay, JR. Now, the yes, this is, I'm going to say, I think you should get a request for like panels done, like thyroid and blood panels, and anything to do with metabolism, actually, because I do think there is something. The Five of Pentacles is about being sick, that there can be an illness at hand. Okay. And this is the Page of Coins. So I feel like it is saying, get some tests done, get your levels and all that kind of thing tested. You may have to format your life around it, which doesn't look like you're very happy about this. Change your diet, maybe some things. Like my mom just found out recently that she's diabetic, and she has had to change a lot, and she managed to lose a lot of weight that she wasn't able to. When she found out that she got the diagnosis that she was in fact, has diabetic, but she's able to control it through, I think, just some tablets. She's not having to use injections or anything like that. But I feel like this is something that you can get perhaps quote unquote sorted out with that Three of Swords. It is an illness that you could manage. So not to like freak you out or anything, but it's just something that's probably gone undiagnosed. And I mean it. I do mean it, JR. And I see this heavy burden on you with the 10 of Wands. And like the weight, number one, is always, I know what it's like because I've been heavy, much heavier. And it feels like you're wearing a lead suit. It also makes you just feel bad. And I just feel like it's going to make a lot of sense to you. And I feel like there's some levels that are off. And it's probably blood sugar or something else, but metabolism or it can, I just definitely think there are levels that off. And yes, please go to a doctor and have them check you, do your blood and check you out. Because I think that yes, there is. Okay, love? I think that yes, there is. And it might be something like diabetes, where you would might be able to manage it with just changing your diet around a bit. Because I feel like it will make sense to you, and you should have it done because it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. I'd do it like yesterday, no matter what. And I'm going to be on your back now. JR, have you seen the doctor? Did you make your appointment? Hold on a second. I just want to make sure that I set my phone down thinking I'd be clever just putting it on vibrate. But I don't. There it is. I just want to make sure it's nothing important. Okay. All right. It's just a reminder, and thank you, Tyler. So, let me get into it. I just want to finish by saying that I do not finish this, but just by saying that I do think you do have underlying medical issues that do need to be checked by your doctor, JR, because I think you would find it. All right, I'm trying to catch up. And thank you, JB. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. Catching up. Okay, here we go. Okay, I see Shield Maiden has here. And then JR. Then Leslie. Okay. Should I take my dog to the emergency vets? Well, it depends. If your dog is having an emergency, of course. Definitely. It's better safe than sorry. I know it's expensive, but if your pet is lethargic or is not acting normally, if their nose is warm and dry, or if they've been having diarrhea or anything like that, definitely take them in because they might need IV, at the very least. I don't play when it comes to fur babies, just like I don't with my adult kids. Away they go. Shield Maiden. But let me take a look just with the dog. I'll see if I can look in on your dog. get the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and the Star. So I'm saying that definitely be watchful. Because it looks to me like, especially if something is persisting, you know, and just have, if you're noticing something that's really out of balance, gauge the behavior, call the emergency vet, let them know what you're seeing, and ask them what they would recommend. I think that would probably give you the most peace of mind. And most certainly take your animal there if there's any, emergency, for sure. Okay. All right. Okay, JR. Okay. I'm covering my manager's job. Oh, yes, in a couple of weeks. You had asked, will I do well? I already had an opportunity promised to me given to someone else. So will this one lead to others? I get your meaning. Will this opportunity lead to other opportunities? Okay. And I think I've read on this before, but let's just see what the card's going to say. So Leslie, will Leslie have more opportunities from this upcoming job, or this job that they're doing? And will they do well so they have more opportunity coming? Just wanting to make sure I get these good and mixed, because we have so many. I can feel all the different energies. Okay. I'm shredding these cards as I shuffle, literally. You get the Knight of Coins, so I think so. It shows that you're hardworking, that you're attentive to detail, that you're responsible. Okay, and that is something that people value. They value that if they know that they can entrust you to make sure to steer the ship. So I know you're worried. There's the worried card. But try to just breathe, because I believe that you've got this. Don't let your nerves, rattle you. Try to just seriously try to find that, dig deep and find the confidence, because I have confidence in you. And I think that it will. Now, you get Four of Cups and the Fool, but don't be asleep and dismiss other opportunity. Also, I want to say be careful of some opportunities too. I'm trying to get, there's something I'm getting off of that that Fool card, and I'm just trying to decide whether I feel like it's dignified or not. Do I feel dignified or undignified? Hmm. Well, I think I would just suggest that you definitely have got the talent, but your nerves are bad. I think they kind of get the better of you. I'm getting something here about being attentive. The need for mindfulness is what I'm getting from the Four of Cups and the Fool, okay? I'm very close right now. I'm right in your face. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little wacky. I am I'm a Looney Tune moon girl. So be attentive to what is being offered to you. Be attentive to something that is too big of a risk as well. And what is a good risk? Because there needs to be balance. At the end of the day, there's the Five of Pentacles and Justice. You want to make sure you don't end up in a tight situation. But I think there will be balance. It's mostly nerves and just being aware. There's definitely about mindfulness and awareness and keeping realistic. But following your intuition, where you're uncertain. Definite aspect on that. You want to keep, realistic, but there are more than one, that there is more than one solution to with this Seven of Cups. Maybe more than one job, that there's a variety, but you don't want to, you want to be realistic in your consideration of them. Make sure that you do that and gauge the risks with them that are yet to come. Because, yeah, I do think it will lead to more work. And I believe you'll be working with a female that will feel very familiar. A Queen of Swords. Or you'll feel like yourself that you're around a very nostalgic feeling, this past, someone from the past, a King of Wands, Emperor, like father, but like big boss type energy. So yes, I see you may also end up getting a job, and it may come through someone's, I don't know, father's business or something like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. Ace of Swords and the Magician. So yes, I do think you will do well, Leslie. I think you will do grand. Jean, I'm gonna try for, can you tell me my past life? I'm a Leo. I can try. Yes, JR, please do make an appointment, because what I saw was all the things that look like medical to me. And trust your instinct. It's usually right. Hello from France. Jean. Hello. Bonjour, should I say. Bonjour. And Isabella, yes, I will read on you. But right now I am going to read and see what comes up for Jean about a past life. And you're a Leo, so that's helpful. Let's see what we get. Let's see what I can get in a short span. How many more questions we got? Too many? Okay, not too many. All right, good. All right. Let's see how we're going. Just want to kind of dial in. So you're in France, beautiful France. I love France. I love the smell of the gardens. There's a garden in Paris that I went to. And oh my God, it smelled so good. It was just the leaves. It was just the leaves. It was in fall. I wish I could remember the name. It was a park. It's engraved in my mind. Love France. Love. All right. So I'm asking Spirit, my spiritual mentors, and the Creator, to reveal through the cards to me a pertinent past life for Jean. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, this bed is going to swallow me. Okay, you get the Empress. Maybe you were Marie Antoinette. No. But I think you were somebody wealthy. I do. I get the Empress and I get the Moon. So I get that there's a lot of intrigue. I think you were a spy. Oh my God. I'm not kidding. I've never had. This is very interesting to read. I really clearly, I got you as a spy, a lady spy. Wealth. Yeah, I feel that you were definitely wealthy. And Four of Wands, a public figure. You were a public figure, somebody that was known in the, I think, you know, in the public populace, actually. Probably like maybe somebody of the court or something along those lines. But you had connection to that kind of wealth. It was a bit hidden though with the moon. So it was a little hush hush. It was a little bit on the, and oh my God, I just realized something. Jean, you asked me about something about past lives, right? Well, I just looked down at this card and the moon also says past lives. And boy, am I picking up. So this card says past lives. And as, like I said, as a woman, Empress, and this says creativity, I think you were very accomplished. Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, very accomplished family. I feel like you were educated and could speak different languages. Aristocratic family, for sure. And I get a Queen of Swords, a woman of intelligence that I think also used, I I think, move information between alliances. I could totally see you as a person and somewhere in Europe in one of the courts uh, being having a high degree of power and wealth, and also I feel like intelligence you were sharing, I think, or in ways that would help, that went further, yeah, overseas and to other nations. I feel like you were a little bit of a spy, madam. You were a bit of a mystique. The Hanged Man. This is like you lived one. This makes me feel like on the surface it looks like you lived one kind of life, but on the other hand, to me it's like there was something else going on. It's what I'm getting out of that. It's you were more than what people thought you were. Way more going on. And we see the King of Wands. So I feel like you had definitely a lover that was a King of Wands who would have been a fire sign. And I get you as being more of an air sign. And I'm feeling like he would have been more probably connected to military, if that makes any sense. That's what I'm picking up. Ooh, there's another guy. And I think this says intensity. I think very passionate affairs with a couple of men of intellect, men of, I think, also active military training. And I feel like they would have definitely been like officer or something like that. This really is interesting. But you have a very, very passionate love life. And with the Four of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like this is secret work that you did in that life. You worked with two other individuals. I believe there was a little network, a little group of you that were, I don't know what you were trying to do, but this was obviously a goal you were working toward. And trying to get your way, working through. I think whatever it was, you were able to manifest it, to get it started. You know, the way that the people manipulated each other back in those days, especially people that were in the court and who that had that whole hierarchy and structure. And that's what I am getting. Not to like just assume that to give you automatically a European life, but that is what came up, is a European, some form of European life. And it's really weird to get the past life card to come up with that, and with the Empress. So you were meant to hear that. I hope you found that interesting. Okay, Isabella, could I get a future boyfriend husband reading? Sure, I'll take a look. If the nose is dry, they might have a temperature, Shield Maiden. And if they've been vomiting or diarrhea, they can get dehydrated really fast. And if their electrolytes get too screwed up, it can make any creature really sick. So I would call your vet and ask And if it's, too late, call the vet hospital you were thinking of and ask them and see if they're helpful, because they would know much more even so than I would. But take care of that baby. Okay. So, Isabel, I'm going to read and see if I can dial into your future husband or boyfriend. Give me a moment just to kind of new person, And I ask my spiritual mentors and the creator to assist me to read on Isabel's future husband, boyfriend, whoever is. Maybe the boyfriend will become the husband. We don't know, do we? So, Isabella, I love your name. It's a beautiful, beautiful name. I see that you're gaining in, I think, self-esteem and more self-confidence. Self-confidence is sexy. And over self-confidence is not, that's being a braggart or a dull bore or somebody that thinks, too much of themselves. But you're not. You have this strength that you're developing where I think you didn't feel as good about yourself prior. Guides want to say that this is the right way to go because self-confidence, calm self-confidence is sexy. And it's sexy on anybody, no matter your age. Well, no children. And decision, yes, I think so. I think you might have maybe more than one perspective date or some coming up. It's really with a matter of being ready to go out there again. But really take the time with that Two of Swords and that Seven of Wands to feel that you're ready and you're strong and you're ready to go back out there and deal with that, And I think that it shows that you should be at this point feeling with that Seven of Wands pretty strong. And it's just a matter of making the effort, taking the decision, doing something. So just to get actively out there, be seen, go to the museums, whatever you like to do, dream of it. You do get that, the Six of Cups. So it's definitely encouraging. And the Nine of Wands. Yes, it's definitely encouraging that you continue to work on your self-esteem and that you put out those vibes that not like super like offensive or anything, but that you can take care of yourself at the end of the day and that you're an enduring person and you don't really need their company. It's a bonus both ways. And I think this is the energy I'm getting. And that Six of Cups makes me feel like you're going to connect with somebody that has that same wavelength. And that you've endured. Yes, here's a Knight of Cups. And this is about trust, and this is about, I think, an approach, okay, with someone, a young man with an interest. Now, Five of Cups. he could have trust issues. So, or it could be you having trust issues. Either way, sometimes we need to be careful of who comes into our sphere. We kind of need to vet them. Don't settle for less. Let me put it that way. That was always a mistake. But I see the sun, and I see that, yes, you will. And you will be going toward a better direction, toward meeting, I think, the right type of guy. That that time is approaching. But what you're doing in the meantime, I can see is like you might have a date, but you're working on your self-esteem and your own inner strength, and you're just fine tuning it. And I think you're just fine tuning it for the day when your paths cross, and I do see that happening. Yes, and I think you might even be the one to be the first one to reach out and say hello. Queen of Wands with the Page of Wands. It makes me feel like you're taking action. That's how bold. And like to get to know someone better. To get to know someone better. And, you know, this is so that you can get on the other side of heartbreak. Get on the other side of that and get back out there. Yep, there's activity. And I don't know if this is school again of some kind or education, but I see that you definitely get the activity going. And you're getting, I think that you're getting closer. Here's King of Wands. Yep, that's him. 6 of Wands. Fire sign. I think your dude that is going to be of significance is going to be a fire sign or like a fire sign. Very energetic, more extroverted. I would say positive, lively and warm, charismatic. And I think that is yes. But there also could be a King of Cups. I don't know. I think that might be a part of you that needs healing, and he's there for that. Actually, Knight of Pentacles. Or all I can say is that there's going to be a male around you that is going to help you to get over and through any kind of pains that you've experienced. And I see you healing. Now, what about this King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man? There's an intense, I think you're going to have a few dates. Now, this might be more. There could be also a King of Pentacles, a King of a King of Wands, and a King of Pentacles. 2 men. And I think that intensity and the Chariot, you choose to go where there's more excitement, where there is more chemistry. So I think you're not just going to have, you're going to have some choices, sis. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. She might be in pain from the surgery. I would have called them and most definitely ask. I only do one question per person. Okay, Isabel. So I've got to go on to the next person. Yeah, see, always just keep in touch with that. A lot of times they will act weird because of pain, but it's always best to know, because if you see it again, then you know what you should or shouldn't do. Okay, let me get on to uh, Chris George, and then I'm going to be wrapping this up. Huh. You're a February Aquarius. So is my father-in-law. He's February 2nd. All right, should I get my inheritance now or put it off another 5 years? I have put it off for over 20 years now. All right. Let's take a look and see how it goes. Let's see if the universe wants to share with you about that. And I will end out the reading on that. Okay. Because tomorrow night I'm going to be reading live again, but I'll be over on Freebird Debbie's channel. So let me just see. Chris George, inheritance. Should he request it now or put it off? Or will he be in need of it? I can understand being protective of your nest egg. I'm just trying to dial into you. I get a little tired at the end, but I want to make sure I give you a good reading. And I will stop with this. This is the last reading because I don't want to read and not do not be up to par. Okay. Chris George. Well, I get the Hermit. So this is like soul searching. And the Empress, that's probably the estate or whatever inheritance. It's abundance. Let me just see. Seven of Swords. Looks like there's something that may not be completely clear with regard to the Nine of Pentacles, which to me is the gain. Make sure that you check out any fine details on that. It looks to me like it would, with that Seven of Swords, that makes me worry about either somebody's not being forthright about something. It can mean theft. Or dishonesty. And if you suspect in any way that somebody has maybe been dishonest with you over that, you might want to have it looked at. Gift, Ace of Cups. From a Queen of Pentacles, I think it's meant for you to go ahead and have with that Ace and to enjoy. with that Ace of Cups. And it looks, the only thing that makes me a little hesitant was that Seven of Swords. It just makes you want to make sure that nobody playing games with you over your, what I would consider as inheritance for sure with that game. Because there's always taxes and stuff like that. Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. Well, you want to make sure also that neither yourself nor somebody else is going to be irresponsible or, like I said, steal or take some of it, even a small amount. You know what? Check on it. If I was you, I'd be checking on that amount. There might, I just would just double check. And the only other advice I can say is, like, you don't want, like I said, you don't want to, for one thing, let anyone know that would be the type that would want to take advantage. And you don't want it to become too obsessive with you of an issue. Because the obsession and the Devil card and the Ace of Pentacles, it's kind of, we don't want that. And I get like, this is for healing and this is a gift. And for you to receive that and enjoy it, to open up and receive it, for you to truly receive the gifts. I think by these cards, by especially these last two, the King and the Queen of Cups, I'm really feeling like it's that they want you to be able to receive that finally. Whoever that's from, I feel like with their intention to give you that, you should receive it, because it's all about receptivity, the King and the Queen. And for enduring, you get the strength, and I think maybe you inspired someone or kept them positive or in some way here. I just feel that there is a protectiveness. So I feel like you should go ahead and enjoy what someone meant to give you. That's what I'm getting, George. Chris George. Okay. All right. So Isabella, you look like you've got some dating to do, and it'll be interesting. But eventually, I think it could be a Taurus, between a Taurus and a King. What was it? There was another one. Well, you'll know it in the loop because it's recording. Okay. Yeah, I read that Lori Vallow was not fit to stand trial. I haven't looked at her, but is it because she's true? I mean, she does say crazy stuff. And did she just say her usual crazy stuff, or was it extra? Did she, because she's crazy like a fox, she's also very, very astute in manipulations, how she's gotten around so far. I have to read more on that. Things are just not going to go well for her, I think, no matter what. And I do want to take a look at her. Oh, hello, Ella. Thank you, Ella. Wise choice, Shield Maiden. And you're a good mother for watching your baby, especially after a surgery, because you don't know. All right, a reading. All right, I'll finish these out. Taxes were paid years ago, and as that, well, that's good. Then I think his intention is that because I was shown receptivity, receive it. Just receive it. Just go ahead and make use of it. And I think I got a real clear sense of that with both of the cups cards, because those are the cards of receptivity. So I really strongly felt like, and then it showed me the gift, and it's like, receive the gift. Go ahead and take it now. It's cool. See you later, Isabella. I'm glad you could. So I was going to read on Ella really quick, and then I do have to duck out and get a bite to eat. And I'm so glad that you joined us, and thank you so much for asking a question. So let's take a look at Ella Jack. Okay, a job. Let's look at that. See if we got a job for Ella on the horizon. Excuse me. Allergies. But if I take too much of the antihistamine, it makes me even a little more goofy, so I don't need that. All right, Ella, I'm just trying to dial kind of into you, and I'm thinking and asking for work, a job on the horizon for Ella Jack. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Huh? Yes. Now, I'm glad to see this. You get the Six of Pentacles. And it says success on the card. But yeah, and it might be through word of a friend, even. Because sometimes that Six of Pentacles is like somebody does you a favor or puts a word in for you, like, oh, hey, yeah, I just got a job there. Or what, it can be like that. But because it's an earthly suit, being it has to do with the earthly realm, jobs, money, etc., and that is a positive sign. I'm seeing a work. Yes, definitely. I see a Queen of Swords. I don't know if that's you or not. It could be the person connected to the job. She would be an air sign or have more like managerial, I get, type skills. Four of Wands. Yes, probably within the public domain. And I just feel that keep an eye. I see you getting bored with something here. And then there's retreat and pulling back. So I want to see what this is about. It could be that an environment around certain kinds of people is too negative. And it causes you to kind of, I feel like, maybe that's what's happening right now. I'm not sure. Or at maybe the place where you're at. But it causes you to not want to be part of that. And so you retreat back and kind of just keep to yourself. That looks to me like there's an issue at hand. I don't know. Does this make sense, Ella? I do see it. But be careful of people that I feel like you're working with. There can be jealousy. There can be some disconnect. I think maybe that's your lack of sense of feeling complete with where you're at right now. And feeling like, what's the point? But I think the point I'm being shown a bit of soul searching before I see something really working out job wise. And it's because you're meant to, I think, figure out what your calling is more, because you get the Hermit and you get the Sun. So you kind of need to figure this out on your own for clarity. And it's where your passion lies. You need to follow where your passion lies, because I feel like things have been otherwise a disappointment. So let's address that issue. Knight of Pentacles. Now, this can be where you're learning something new. This can be about training. This can be like on the job training. But regardless, you're learning something new. And it's going to enhance your world. It's going to open your world. So I strongly urge you, Ella, to get any kind of training you can, whether they offer you something on the job type of training, or if there is any kind of program that helps you to get a little extra training, because it looks like that's going to knock you into the market of really getting into a job. But I see that you need a little extra. It looks like somehow I see you getting some extra training, and then you're getting a much better job. I see that for sure. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Okay. Now I do have to close this out because I have been going for over 2 hours. I need to go to the bathroom and I'm really hungry. But I appreciate your coming and hanging out with me. I will be reading again for the public again on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And tomorrow night I'll be reading, but not reading for the public. As far as I know, I think we're going to be reading on deceased celebrities, I think. So anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for your time and attention. And if you didn't catch me this time, I'm here every Thursday and at 1 or 1-ish, and every Sunday at 3. So just try and catch me around then, and make sure that you're subscribed and that your notifications on. And I will catch you in the next time. And thank you so much. It was an honor to read on you guys. I'm going to close it out with some Reiki. And for you all to receive that for clarity and for healing and peace and insight. Patience. That's the hard one. Patience. It's making me wait. All right. Okay, you guys, I got to go get something to eat, and I will talk to you on the flip side. And I hope that you will catch me on Sunday if you weren't able to catch me today. All right. Thank you so much. Over and out. Over but not out.